Okay guys, welcome back to 2 Minutes with Christian. So I'm here with a local business entrepreneur slash footage drone guy. Photographer. Okay, this is Dave, by the way. So thought I'd catch up with Dave and ask him a few questions and have him talk about what he does and a bit about himself. So Dave, who are you and what do you do?
I run a business called SkyCam UAV. Obviously we have the drone here. We do aerial video and photography, and we also do 3D virtual tours of properties, both inside and out, 3D mapping. Pretty much anything you can think about that you might need for a real estate marketing promotion.
What led you to do what you're doing now?
I'm a tech guy. I'm not a photographer. I was working for major international vendors, traveling a lot. I've got 2 young kids. I wanted to spend more time at home, so I found a business that I could start up and make work, and there was a bit of a gap in the market for people drone aerial photography out here in the Jimboomba or greater Jimboomba region. And then started off with the drone, and we've built it from there to encompass the 3D virtual tours as well. Initially we didn't work with the Matterport 3D technology. We were doing a different virtual tour, and that the quality wasn't quite there, the interactivity wasn't there, so we did switch across to the Matterport about 14 months ago, and haven't looked back since. It's just a fantastic product.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. And also too, I mean, that was probably, I remember that being one of your biggest hurdles, was that Matterport, because those cameras, with as good as they pick up, you can imagine.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Was there any other big hurdles other than the costs of, lifting off the business and
finding clients was the biggest hurdle. Getting people to trust a new business, to hand over money to somebody where they don't necessarily have 4 or 5 or 10 years experience in the field. That was a big challenge, but we managed to get a couple of really good clients on early, and we've kept them right until today. It's just grown from there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't just do real estate, do you? So you do a bit of tell me a bit about what you do. I'll let you talk.
Yeah, sure. Look, we work with a lot of builders. We do a lot of builders display homes. We do builders' houses upon completion, so that they've got a record of how the house looks when they hand it over. We've done a couple of TV commercials. Barton's Holden out at Capalaba we're involved with, and flew some drone footage there. And we've also got another business locally who is a feed mill installer, and we go and do all the installations, take video, do a virtual tour of the shed, and we've travelled to Perth for a job for him, which has been great, and it's always good to work locally with other businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember you did, was it the circus as well, was in town, and you managed to snatch that up.
Whenever you start a new business, you got to throw a few freebies out there. And the circus I thought would be quite cool, and it worked quite well, and the video turned out really well. We've just finished a video for Jimboomba Little Athletics as well.
And I suppose if anyone was wanting to check out a bit of what you do, they can just visit your Facebook page, or is it better the website? Or
website's better. SkyCamUAV.com.au has got examples of all of our work.
Okay, so throughout your venture of your business and your hurdles and whatnot, was there ever a moment where you thought, I need to set a certain point in time where I might just have to pull the plug and move on? And did you ever come close?
It was really whether I could survive financially while getting it off the ground. And
the biggest thing.
Yeah, look, it hasn't been great. I did leave a high income to do this, and we're nowhere near the income I used to get, but love doing this work, love working with the local businesses here in Jimboomba and Logan, and I've never considered giving it away. We did have that issue in spring where the bird attacked the drone, and that did make me question a few things.
Is that why there's the evil eyes on them now?
Yeah. We tried to scare the birds off. It didn't work.
What has been the most... you have your hurdles and your ups and downs and whatnot, but what was the most, I suppose, satisfying moment in your business that you were just like, hey, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing and it's really worked out for me?
Look, every day is quite satisfying when you get out there and you fly an operation with a drone and you don't crash. That's always satisfying. I think probably one of the biggest things has been getting involved with you, where you're very switched on with new technology and you like the new technology, and what we've been able to deliver on some of the properties you've marketed has been sensational.
Yeah.
And I've heard that you've even had a property purchase sight unseen from the Matterport virtual tour, and that's fantastic. That's quite satisfying to me that I'm helping you, and you're delivering a product that's different to the market and setting yourself apart as an agent.
Yeah, definitely. And I suppose, and that's something big to touch on is, helping out your locals and whatnot. And I mean, you live local within Logan, so I think it's great that you're working with local people. And I mean, you will get moments where, like you said, you went to Perth and whatnot. But are you hoping to stay a bit more locally, or are you planning to go national at all? What's I suppose your big long-term plans, if any?
No, look, I don't want to travel anymore. I like being local. I like getting to know the people in the local area. I like the fact that if I want to take my girls to school, I can.
So other than what you're doing for work here, and what you've managed to lift off the ground, so to speak, pun intended.
Very good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, but do you ever take the drone out just for a bit of fun, or do you have a bit of a hobby with it, or is it more of a that's work and this is fun?
Yeah, look, I think with any job, I love my job. I really enjoy flying the drone, but it's not like when I get home I want to put it up and just fly it around for fun.
Look, one last major question I suppose for you is, can I fly the drone?
I've seen you drive, mate. You're not touching my drone.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, Dave. Well, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day and just having a chat with me. So
no worries.
Yeah, I mean, this will be up on my Facebook page, and if you want to go and check out Dave's Facebook page, do you remember what it's called? Otherwise, it's linked in the
SkyCam UAV.
SkyCam UAV. Yep.
Yeah.
And also have a link for the website from there or on my post. All right, guys. Well, thanks again, Dave. Appreciate it, mate.
Take it easy.